Hello and welcome to the No Format Podcast with me, Charlie, and my Obi to my one, Mr. Michael.
Hello.
Or Mike for short.
That's
Today's episode is just another casual chat the shit because we've got nothing else prepared.
We've literally taken on the no format and criteria of the podcast, and as I said to Charlie, it's a no organisation podcast today because it was an absolute shit show because we realised we have no episode to release.
We didn't even really know where we were recording it. I thought we was recording it round with Mike, and then he thought we were doing it virtually. And
then we were doing it virtually, and then my headphones ran out, so Charlie's actually here in person now. It literally was a shambles.
But how's things been, Mike?
Fine. I don't think there's anything new to report.
No, nothing at all.
No. What's gone on in my life?
I know.
Working, slaving.
Yeah.
Keeping a child alive.
That's
anything new for you?
Well, a couple of new things, some stuff going on in my house, new kitchen and leaking toilets and stuff.
Fun.
So, yeah, just like adult things that, yeah, just finding out that my house is a massive money pit because the person that used to live there just did everything bodge, like a bodge job.
Half-assed job, didn't they?
Yeah, so, yeah, we think we've solved it and then something else pops up. It's just like a constant thing. But
oh, dear. Well, hopefully this is the last of it. I can't imagine what else could go wrong.
You've jinxed it now.
I haven't. Where's the wood? Touch wood.
I jinxed it last night when I was with my dad. I said, "Oh no, this." Well, for the listeners, we're having a new kitchen put in, and we've had some issues with the electrics today. But I was saying to my dad yesterday, I said, "Oh no, as it stands, everything seems to have gone all right." But then I also blame Lauren's parents who rang up yesterday to ask how the kitchen was going, and I always say they're all very bad luck. So
yeah.
But yeah, do you believe in like bad luck and?
No, it annoys people's work to no instance because the amount of times I'm like, oh, it's really quiet today. It's like, why have you said that?
Yeah.
And half the time it's like, because I'm about to go home so I can say it. 3:00, my time's done.
What about in karma? Do you believe in karma?
No, I don't believe in good or bad karma.
Do you know?
I'm not a superstitious person like that in the slightest. Are you then?
I'm not superstitious.
He says after touching wood after.
Yeah. I always touch wood. I am superstitious. I always touch wood, and I do believe in karma a little bit, not like massively, but I do a little bit. Well, I suppose you either believe in it or you don't.
Like religion.
Well, yeah, like religion. I'm
not
actually
because I'm on the fence on that. That's a big topic to get on.
Well, that's for another episode of the podcast. Plus, we might end up offending people, so maybe we should avoid that
one.
But yeah, but no, I went to the beer festival yesterday.
Yeah, at the cricket club, was it?
It was at the cricket club. Yeah, no, it was good. It was a lot bigger than I anticipated it was going to be. It was. Have you ever been to one?
No. Well, I've been to plenty of beer festivals.
Yeah, but not this particular one. It was good. The best beer I had was a Titanic. It was called Titanic.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Goes down well.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know why they didn't use that slogan on the keg, actually.
Every time. So I used to work in the pub.
Yeah.
And I used to sell a lot of real ales. So Titanic Brewery was one that we sold. I'm pretty sure it's down southwestern area.
Well, it said Stoke-on-Trent.
Maybe I'm wrong then.
On the barrel. But it was Titanic and then it was like different. I think Titanic was because there was the Titanic, it had different brewers. Different flavours of beer.
Yeah. But anyway, I always use the joke whenever people are like, oh, what's this one like? I'm like, goes down well.
Hey, you should think you're that into them and get some copyright on that.
I think it's a great one.
Yeah. But I mean, there was from looking at the keg numbers, there was over, I think it was maybe 600 some beers, which is quite.
You gave your best shot.
Yeah, I did. I only actually had 4 pints in the end for the whole thing, and we were there for like 4 hours maybe, but because you get tokens and it's like you get it in thirds or half, you get a half pint glass and then. So you just try different ones, but then add a cider and it all, different beers and kind of all mixes up. So I didn't feel massively drunk. So
that's good.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, I've been to a fair few in my time. Been some down in Gloucester and Bristol. But my favourite one's Weston-super-Mare. I used to go to that all the time, me and my mate. And to say it was a beer festival is an absolute joke. So it was an Oktoberfest beer festival.
Okay.
And it always had a Oompa band called the Heidelberger Boys. I believe it's pronounced.
Heidelberger Boys?
Yeah, they're a Welsh-German band.
Okay.
And yeah, so like I said, it was Builders Oktoberfest, there was the Oompa band and an Ale Festival. I'd say there was about 4 ales that they had on Western Pier.
Okay.
And that was it. But you'd always go there. Every year, me and my mates during uni went there.
Yeah.
The one year that we actually didn't go, they cancelled it. Which makes
really?
us think maybe we're still the ones keeping it in business. And it got to the point that the band recognised us every year. And the last time we went, they actually got us up on stage to perform the dances and show people how to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that the table?
Yeah, table dancing on the tables, on chairs and whatnot.
Okay.
But yeah, we'd always get absolutely wasted. We'd always spend about 5 minutes by one machine where you have to drop a ball and get it into a hole.
Yeah.
And every single time I played that while drunk, I'd win the top prize. So I'd always stand there for about 5 minutes just collecting up these tokens. That would take so long to come out. And also I found out that I'm quite good at a claw machine while drunk. So I'd always win there.
Oh, fair enough.
But then they have the go-karts on the top floor of Western Pier.
Yeah.
And we'd always go there, queue up. Right.
But while drunk?
Yeah. Very much off of our faces. I've walked into like a proper Hall of Mirrors and like dropped everything that I had on me.
Oh, really?
It was such a crashing noise while absolutely wasted there. But yeah, and the guy would always be like, you're all a bit drunk, aren't you? And we'd be like, yeah. And it'd sit there umming and ahhing for a few minutes and it's like, right, I'll let you guys go on, but only by yourselves with no one else on the track. And it would just have to go karting for ourselves for 5-10 minutes.
How did you get on being drunk? Did it make you any better?
No, these were quite slow ones.
Okay.
So going up the hill, you'd go for ages, like trying to go up. No, it wasn't like the petrol type ones. They're all electric. And they can slow you down if they want to, which they quite often did.
Yeah. What they control them to slow them down?
Yeah. So if someone's going a bit too fast or taking an early lead, they'll slow their car down and stuff like that.
What, like kind of like wirelessly?
Yeah.
Oh, or remotely. I never knew you could do that on go-karts.
Yeah. Well, on these ones you could. Well, at least that was our theory, because there was no way that some people would zoom right past you and you'd have no speed whatsoever for a bit.
You'd think they'd all be the same, wouldn't you? Well, they're all like petrol or were they electric?
They were electric.
Oh, they were. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I suppose I was going to say with petrol ones, that'd be some like clever thing trying to
magic
there.
But yeah, no, there's all electric, but yeah, that's my experience of that beer festival.
Okay, I would like to go to like a proper like Oktoberfest, like German.
Yeah, so would I.
Yeah, like where they're all on the tables and like there's in the town where we live, there was a German bar, but I don't know if it's still
Beer Keller's still there. That's
it's
what
called.
About.
It's called something else though.
No, but it's below. It's on I can't remember what
it's like a sports thing now.
Yeah, no, that's on the top floor.
Oh, but is it underneath still there?
Yeah,
and it still does the. Okay.
Went there a few years ago for a work night out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the dancing on the tables, getting drunk.
Yeah,
with steins.
Yeah, I do love a stein.
There was one in Bristol. I can't remember what his name was now, but what they did is they held a Facebook competition. Like 12 days of Christmas, and each day would be a different prize. Like you'd win 10 shots or 12 beers or various things like that. So I entered every day, and they clearly didn't realise that they'd given me a prize 4 times in a row.
Oh, really?
So there was barely any people who were like entering the competitions.
Yeah,
like, it was a comment, like, share sort of thing situation.
Okay, yeah.
Facebook, and so I noticed that there was only like 3 or 4 people entering each day anyway, so my odds were pretty high, but yeah, I won about 4 times. I'm trying to remember what it was that we won. We won, that was it, a Jaeger train.
Okay.
10 shots.
Yeah.
A sausage and mash feast for 10 people.
It's pretty good.
And 20 steins, which is 40 pints.
How many of you were there?
There was 5 of us.
God, that's like there's your
me,
night
my wife,
out.
and 3 of my friends all went. Absolutely, they managed to convince us down to a 5-person platter.
Yeah,
which I'm glad they did, because honestly, it came out and it filled up the table. It was huge.
Really?
It was so big. It basically was a massive tray covered in mashed potato and then sausages on top of varying varieties.
Oh God, that does sound pretty.
But yeah. So we were pretty off of our faces.
How many of the 40 steins did you have?
I don't think we had them all.
Oh, did you not?
No.
So was it like you just sort of, you got your stein and then you go and pick a beer or whatever and then they'd
No, it was all the lager. I think it was, I want to say Erdinger.
Okay.
So it wasn't like crap stuff.
No.
But yeah, it was pretty. And I remember staying at the beginning. that the beers were only for me and Lauren.
Oh, really?
So it was out, like, in terms of, I don't want to be sharing all these beers and having to buy beers at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Not really thinking that 20 steins is 40 pints.
Yeah.
And then, that quickly went out the window and I was sharing them around.
I was going to say, I mean, 40 pints. I mean, I know my father-in-law had, what did he have? 10 pints before his wedding. Was it 8 pints? I can't remember. It was 8 or 10 pints before he went to the church. Like,
that doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't surprise me with him either. I think he says the most he's done is 18 pints in a night.
Wow.
But, like, surely...
I'm a lightweight, so...
Yeah, I mean, 4 pints... I went to the pub the other day with my dad. I mean, I'd had a few beers before I went out, and then I had 4 pints at the pub. Have you ever had Blue Moon?
I've heard of it. I've never had it.
It's like a Belgian beer. It's strong. I think it's like 5.5%. I normally only have one of them because it's strong, but I had 2. Then I came back and then... Yeah, so I had 4 pints at the pub, then came back, and then I had a couple of San Miguel's while I was playing on the F1, and yeah, I felt a bit rough the next month.
You look like an F1 commentator right now with the headset. just notice that.
All I need is like my like Ferrari jacket or something on.
Giving the orders down to your team.
Yeah, I was looking at some F1 merchandise, and it's so expensive just to get the like. You can get all sorts, but like you see them when they're doing the interviews and stuff, and they've got like if it's Haas or Ferrari, they've got the shirts on. Some of them shirts are like over £100 just for.
Give me a white T-shirt and a marker, and I'll.
Well, exactly, and you're paying to advertise for free. Like you're paying to advertise.
I never thought that sort of stuff.
It's like with football shirts. Like you buy a football shirt and
you're advertising the team.
Yeah, exactly. You're advertising the team, but you're advertising the logo. Or whatever the like the team I support. I think it's like a betting company on it. It's like I'm paying 40 odd quid to advertise a betting company.
I've never thought of that. That's a really good point. That's smart though.
It is. Well, exactly. It is like you pay anything. I mean, I've seen these things before where you can pay like they'll pay you to like advertise on your car and stuff. Like some companies, there was it was a while ago, but you could basically put what they call like the
bumper
transfers and like you can the company will pay you to put it on and basically anywhere that you can advertise stuff.
I've seen stuff about like people getting Domino's like logos on like tattoos on them, and the company paying like basically giving them free Domino's for life. Oh, really? Yeah, I've seen stuff like that.
That's tempting. I mean, free Domino's.
I don't think they do it all the time. I think they basically put out a call. The person who said yes did it.
Oh, okay. Would you, if they said we'll give you free Domino's for
life? It'd be worth my fear of needles to do it.
Would it? It depends. I suppose it depends where the tattoo. If it's on your forehead, then maybe not. But if you could have it anywhere, you could have it on the bottom of your foot or something.
I also think these things have always got clauses, like the current monopoly for McDonald's. I saw that one of the prizes is a year's supply of Big Macs or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I thought that's really good. You can basically take your family out every meal, get a free meal every time.
Yeah.
Every day. But it's just one Big Mac, literally just the burger a day.
Like, and nothing else. Yeah, it's too good to be true.
Exactly. There's always a little clause.
And then have you ever seen Super Size Me? When he was having all them Big Macs for like every day.
I remember I wanted to watch it once when I was younger. Me and my brother had an argument because he wanted to watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Ooh, good film.
Well, he won, but we both fell asleep, so...
Oh. So you never knew how it ended, and you never watched Super Size Me?
Exactly. It was a lose-lose on both counts.
Have you ever watched it since?
No, I haven't.
Crouching Tiger? Or Super Size Me?
No, neither of them.
Have you not? Oh, that's good. Oh, I mean, I might watch that later. I've not. Well, I say that, I don't even know if I've got it on DVD.
Surely it's on the streaming service somewhere.
Yeah.
Didn't Netflix do the sequel?
Oh, yeah, there was a sequel, wasn't there? Thing is, though, I can guarantee on all the... like, if I randomly think of a film, so like that, well, I've not thought about it, you've said it, I'll go on all my streaming services, Netflix, Amazon, Disney, and it won't be on there. And then a couple of months later, I'll come across it when I'm not really that bothered about watching it, and it'll be on there.
Yeah. You haven't got the energy or the care to watch it at that point.
When you still like really, really get into like recently I've just it's not on a streaming service, I've been watching started watching Lord of the Rings Extended Edition.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it?
I've watched it. It's the only edition I've watched.
Yeah. I mean I can't watch the normal version now after watching it because there's so much more in it than...
The only annoying thing is how long it takes to end.
Yeah.
Like I said, so the first time I ever watched Lord of the Rings... Oh, well, this is a lie, because the first Lord of the Rings film I watched was Two Towers.
Okay.
For my mate's birthday, and obviously...
What, you started at Two Towers?
For my mate's birthday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So a lot of it didn't really make much sense.
Yeah.
Because I was quite young. When did it come out? 2002.
I think it was 2001. Yeah, then 2002, 2003.
Yeah, so 2002. So I was what, 12.
Okay.
So I didn't have the thought to go out and watch it before, like the first one or anything like that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I didn't fully understand it.
No.
And then we got to uni, and The Hobbit was coming out.
Oh, okay.
So me and a group of friends from uni watched all 3 Lord of the Rings films back to back in one of the lecture theatres, because we used to know which ones you could sneak into. And
so you streamed it on the thing?
Yeah, streamed it on the big screen.
Extended edition.
All extended edition. Yeah. And I just remember for the last one just being like, is it finished yet? No. There's another ending. Oh, another ending.
Yeah.
Just went on and on and on because I didn't know where it was physically going to end.
Yeah.
Whereas I suppose if you watched the normal versions, you'd have a better idea.
Yeah.
For me, I was just like, I thought every time it was about to end, it didn't. It frustrated me so much. It was quite cool watching them all back to back and then The Hobbit.
Yeah. I mean,
I was tired though.
I've done it where me and Lauren, because there's the extended edition of The Hobbit as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. I'll lend it. I've got it on Blu-ray.
I'm not sure I've got what DVDs on these days.
Oh.
Xbox is digital.
Yeah, it is. Oh, Mike, you need to. Well, they're the thing of the past, though, aren't they?
Exactly.
Have you got a thing on your laptop?
No.
Disk drive. You not got a disk drive on your laptop?
No.
Actually, I say that I've not got one on mine.
There you
go. Oh. You'll have to come round to mine and watch it then. That's weird, isn't it? That there's not. It's just my Xbox actually. Nothing else that I've got.
I have got a PlayStation 4, but that's with my sister-in-law at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to get it back.
I've got a plug-in disk drive if you want to borrow that. But I don't know if it does
DVDs. So I'd literally just be borrowing it just for Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit.
And I don't know if I don't know if it would play DVDs. No, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I forgot what my original point. Oh yeah, so I always found it strange that they did The Hobbit after Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I don't know why they did
Why would you not start The Hobbit?
Yeah.
But I suppose that is that. I mean, I prefer Lord of the Rings. It's a bit more exciting, isn't it, with the battle?
That's the thing. But I do say, with because this is something that me and one of my workmates have been discussing, and I discussed it with my brother recently. J.R.R. Tolkien, he does have amazing sort of battles and things like that, but that's not what his writing's about. He's all about character. So in The Hobbit, the big battle, the 5 armies in the final film, in the book, Bilbo knocks himself out within 2 minutes of the battle starting. And then, in terms of writing, it then starts again with the next bit when Bilbo wakes up and the battle's all over. So you don't actually see the battle, which this final film is all about.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's all about character and building these stories just by talking and these characters talking and then the familiarity with them. Because all these people, I haven't watched it yet myself.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it's called. The TV series.
Oh, Ring of Power.
Ring of Power.
Yeah.
Apparently people are saying it's really slow because there's no battles and fights. It's like, well, that was never what it was about, really.
Yeah.
And in Lord of the Rings, it's not that much fighting and big battles.
No.
They are there, but it's not loads.
No, because I always used to, when I watched Lord of the Rings, I used to miss the first one. Don't watch the Fellowship because it didn't have a big battle in it, and then go straight to watching Two Towers and then Return of the King because you had the Helm's Deep and then you had the Battle of Minas Tirith. Is it Minas Tirith and Gondor? But now, actually, I quite like the first one and watching it. And, there's a lot, and since I've watched The Hobbit, there's a lot of things in that I can picked up. There's a bit where in The Hobbit where they get taken by the trolls, and then they get turned to stone, and then that's in Lord of the Rings kind of thing.
And Gimli's one of the dwarf
sons. Yeah, that's true. And then there's a bit where they're in the chamber, and one of the hobbits, no, not one of the hobbits, one of the dwarves that they go on the quest with in The Hobbit is dead there and things. But I mean, to be honest, even watching The Ring of Power, because that's obviously the prequel about Aragorn's
ring, isn't it?
Yeah, and Aragorn's area is Leodor. And even, I mean, I've watched, I don't know how many episodes have been out now, maybe 4 or 5. But even watching them, that's what's got me into wanting to watch the films again, because there's bits in that, and it shows you how. Well, I say there might be spoilers here, but just for in case anybody is wanting to watch it. So yeah, just turn us off for a minute. But it shows you how Mordor was created, which which was interesting. Obviously, I won't go into any more detail.
Yeah, because I myself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Of course. Well, yeah. We're giving the spoilers. You're gonna have to just me talking to myself. But no, it's good. I do like that series. It's one of them films that I can just watch over and over and over again. Yeah. Well, not like then watch it then put it back on again, but like come back to it in a few months' time and watch it. Yeah. So. Anything? Nothing else interesting going on then, Mike?
No, honestly, like not a huge amount. But I did think this would be a good chance to plug our website.
Oh yeah, of course. That's a massive thing.
Yeah.
But you set up.
noformatrequired.wordpress.com. However, required hasn't got a U in it because I spelled it wrong, and I'm struggling to learn how to change it. So try required with a U or without a U, and one of those will be the right website. Because hopefully in the future we will get it sorted. So,
but there is links to it on
there's links
Facebook
on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, that's my son already apparently waking up.
Oh dear.
Which is quite early. So again, in terms of us not planning this, we plan to do this while my son's down for a nap. He normally takes an hour and a half. It's only been about half an hour so far.
Might have to cut this episode short then.
Yeah, we might. But yeah, so while he's slowly waking up, I'll put him on mute so I can see what he's doing and doesn't annoy the listener. But yeah, so the No Format Required website, it's just a website where I've got regular updates for the podcast, and also I figured Charlie's yet to add anything to it, but anything that we just feel like adding onto it, like I've started getting really into my cooking, so I keep putting recipe posts on there that I've actually created and cooked, and I've got in-depth bit. I put an escape room that I made for two of my friends, which literally I put instructions on how you guys can do that yourself at home. So yeah, anything that we feel is no format, we'll just stick on there.
Are you aiming to be like one of these daytime cooking shows? from your? I mean, there's a couple that I want to try once we get our new kitchen in. I said to Lauren, I'm going to print off a couple of your recipes on there.
Yeah.
Are they ones that you made yourself?
Yeah. So I've been inspired by other people. Don't get me wrong. Like, and I've had a basis there, but then I've just changed ingredients and things to make it my own.
Okay, you should be getting a cookbook out this time next year. You'll be signing.
I've only got about
cookbooks.
7 recipes so far, but
you've got to start from.
I've been really enjoying it, and plus also I'm a slow cooker now, so I'm better than most people.
Okay. You know what? A slow cooker we could actually make, like with everything out in the kitchen. We could actually use a slow cooker because you just plug it into the mains, don't you? I
can't remember the last time I used my oven. I used the hob still.
Yeah.
But the oven, like I switched it on probably yesterday for the first time. God knows.
Oh, okay.
Like it's just completely obsolete now. The air fryer is just a lot better.
Yeah, that's something I need to look into. There we go. There's 2 plates with plugged air fryers and slow. Well, not specifically.
Have we not got a sponsor yet?
I know. I'm McDonald's. We've mentioned McDonald's. Yeah. We've mentioned quite a few sponsors today.
Absolute joke.
I know. But, right, we shall wrap it up. So we will be back next week.
We're planning on recording a few on Monday, which is the day after the podcast releases. So you can see that we've run out of podcasts to release. Yeah. So we're planning on doing a few then, and hopefully we'll get back on track. Well, we are back on track. We've only missed 1 week.
Yeah.
So, and that was because of editing issues. So we had content, but just not edited. So yeah. Thanks for listening anyway. We apologise it's a slightly shorter one. Yeah. But the quality's there. You'd rather have something short with good quality than something long and shit quality. That's what I always tell your wife, isn't it? That was a secret between me and you, Mike. That's what I normally tell you. Right, well, we shall see everyone next week, or they'll hear us next week. I would say see everybody, but they're not. We won't see them. They'll hear us next week. Yeah. But they'll be thinking of us. Yeah, they will. Close their eyes and we'll be the pictures in their mind. I wonder if people because when you did your previous podcast, I didn't know the person that you did it with. That's very true. We haven't posted pictures of ourselves. No, and you have this image of what people look like from just listening to them, and the person the guy that you did it with before, other Mike, I had an image that was completely, when I saw a picture of him, was completely different to what I thought it was going to be. Strange how the mind works. Charlie's a 5 foot balding 85-year-old man. Yeah. No, thanks for listening anyway, guys. Yeah, thank you very much. See you next week. Bye.